enforcement are now in Minnesota. Plus, early voting for a special election in Los Fresnos is underway. The race that's on the ballot and when early voting is set to end.
And it's a chilly Saturday evening with temperatures right now in the 60s. It gets cold for tonight, even colder. We'll talk about that on Channel 5 News this weekend at 6.
Live from the Valley's News Channel, this is Channel 5 News This Weekend.
But first this weekend, a Brownsville city commissioner says that federal immigration authorities will be, quote, more present in the city. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Sarah Cervera. Commissioner Linda Macias shared that on social media earlier today. This is a look at her post. Macias says the presence is going up because of the, quote, low enforcement numbers. Federal authorities have reportedly stopped work trucks, vans, and are showing up at work sites. The Brownsville Police Department told us today that they're not helping with ICE enforcement. We also reached out to an ICE spokesperson for comment, and we're waiting to hear back. New developments in Minneapolis. The Justice Department is now investigating the mayor and governor of Minnesota. The investigation is looking into allegations of obstructing federal law enforcement activities. This comes after a woman was allegedly shot and killed by an ICE agent almost 2 weeks ago. In response to her death, protesters are continuing to hit the picket lines. Matt Rivers has more.
Tonight in downtown Minneapolis, dueling protests taking sides on snowy sidewalks for and against ICE.
So this was billed as a pro-ICE rally, and they are in there somewhere, the organizers of this rally. But you can see they're being completely drowned out by the hundreds of people who have come out here to protest ICE action in the city.
One group organized by an anti-Trump, anti-ICE coalition, the other organized by a conservative influencer from Florida, protesting what they call the March Against Minnesota Fraud. Influencer Jake Lang said he planned to burn a Quran and march through a neighborhood with a large Somali population. Local and state law enforcement also out in numbers to keep the peace. The Minnesota National Guard already activated by the governor, but on standby, not on the streets. Last night, a federal judge ruled federal ICE and Border Patrol agents cannot detain or use tear gas on protesters in Minneapolis who are demonstrating peacefully. Protests have only increased since the fatal shooting of Renee Good, a 37-year-old mother of 3, by ICE agent Jonathan Ross. Where are we supposed to go? And as ICE expands what it calls Operation Metro Surge in Minneapolis, multiple sources tell ABC News Mayor Jacob Fry and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz are under federal investigation for allegedly obstructing law enforcement activity. Walz responding, saying weaponizing the justice system and threatening political opponents is a dangerous authoritarian tactic. The only person not being investigated for the shooting of Renee Good is the federal agent who shot her.
We believe that in our state that people should be welcome and should live in peace, and we should not have the federal government literally persecuting the state of Minnesota.
President Trump had threatened to use the Insurrection Act to deploy the U.S. military to the streets, but now says he does not think it's necessary. Matt Rivers, ABC News, Minneapolis.
Greenland should be free, and Greenland should be for the Greenlanders, not for the Americans.
Thousands of people are protesting in Greenland. They're speaking out against President Trump's push to take over the island. Today on social media, Trump threatened to impose a 10% tariff on European countries that do not support the U.S. acquiring Greenland. Those tariffs could start on February 1st. It comes as Denmark and other NATO countries sent troops to the area in opposition. President Trump's threats are being criticized on both sides of the aisle.
Basically severing this whole agreement and invading an ally, a democracy, it's immoral, it's wrong.
The thought of starting a war or invading a NATO ally is unthinkable.
A CNN poll shows that about 75% of Americans are against the U.S. taking control of Greenland. Switching over to weather, this is a live look outside of our Wesco studios. If you were outside this morning, you probably noticed the cold front that made its way to the valley. First Warn 5 meteorologist Andrew Chung is tracking the temperatures. Andrew, it warmed up just a bit, but tonight it looks like those temperatures are dropping again.
Yes, Sarah, we are in for a very cold Saturday night all across the valley. Front came through after midnight, around midnight tonight, and it's just been chilly for today and mostly cloudy. Things are very quiet right now. We did see a few showers. Those freeze warnings are north of the valley, not for the valley, but in any case, it is going to be cold, so be careful if you use space heaters for tonight. Just bundle up for tonight. bring the sensitive plants in. Look at the temperatures right now. It's 63 at the island on Sky 5. The winds are out of the north at 18 miles an hour. And then here's Sky 5 in Westlaco, overcast skies with temperatures on the 60s. It's 60 degrees here at the station and in Harlingen, 63 in McAllen, 61 in Edinburg, and 64 degrees in Brownsville. Look at the winds right now. They're out of the north and northeast between 13 to 19 miles an hour, gusting to 25 in Brownsville and 19 in Edinburg. So for tonight, we're down to 56 degrees at 9 p.m. We should see decreasing clouds as the night goes on, down to 51 degrees, 11 o'clock tonight. Our low temperatures will be right around 40 in Westlaco, but in the 30s to the north in places like Edinburg and Raymond. We'll talk more about the cool down for tonight in just a couple of minutes. Sarah.
Early voting is underway for a special election in Los Fresnos. This race is for City Council Place 3. Both Juan Munoz and Anita Mata are running for that position. The last day to vote early is this upcoming Friday, and Election Day is Tuesday, January 27th. The trial of former Uvalde CISD officer Adrian Gonzalez is expected to continue next week. Prosecutors are wrapping up their case. They allege that Gonzalez did not follow his training. A witness from the prosecution says that Gonzalez had more than a minute to stop the shooter before he went into Robb Elementary. His defense attorneys argue that he was not the only officer there during those initial moments. The jury could start deliberations as early as Wednesday. Coming up, flu cases are rising across the U.S. Some of them are turning deadly among children. Why a health expert says that these rising numbers should not be happening. Plus, later on in the newscast, we're showing you new video of deportation flights to Venezuela.
You're watching the Valley's News Channel with Sarah Cervera, First Warn 5 meteorologist Andrew Chung, and sports with Gloria Morelia. This is Channel 5 News This Weekend.
It's Ashley's 4-day sale from Friday to Monday. Get 25% off your first item, plus 20% off the rest of your purchase. Plus, pay no interest for 5 years with no money down when you shop in store. Only at Ashley. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday.
Jamboozy! Got your income tax refund? Pueblo Tires is ready to help you get the most out of your refund. We're offering huge discounts on all tires, plus up 24 months to pay. No credit needed. See store for details. Jamboozy.com.
Being friendly isn't just a tagline. It's the heart of everything we do. From warm greetings to lending a hand in our community. Spreading friendliness goes far beyond our doors. It's more than service. It's the friendly way, and we're proud to pass it on.
Get ready. The Harlingen Marathon is back on February 8th, 2026. Whether you're chasing your Boston Marathon qualifying time, running a full, half, relay, or enjoying a fun 5K, there's something for everyone. Join us for a celebration of health, community, and fun. Sign up today at myharlingenmarathon.com.
Get moving and bring everyone and everything you need with you. The new Ford Explorer has the power and capacity you need, all for $449 a month. Rugged never looked this good. Fort Ogden Ford, live from Delegas.
At Ashley's 4-day sale, Friday through Monday. Pay no interest for 5 years with no money down. Plus, you can shop trending hot buys starting at just $2.99. Happening Friday through Monday, only at Ashley. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday.
The CDC is releasing new flu numbers today. It shows that more than 18 million cases have been reported so far. New data shows that 15 children died from the disease this week. Morgan Norwood has tips from experts on how to stay safe.
An alarming rise in flu cases across the country, with the CDC estimating at least 18 million illnesses, 230,000 hospitalizations, and 9,300 deaths so far this season. Children being hit especially hard, with 15 reported pediatric flu deaths this week alone, bringing the total this season to 32 children lost. New Jersey now reporting its first pediatric flu death. 2-year-old Isaiah Castillo. His mother says he was sent home from the ER with a fever of 101, and hours later, it spiked to 105. He suffered seizures and died the next day.
I will never be the same. My family will never be the same.
In New Orleans, 6-year-old Henry Cherie in the hospital fighting for his life after his mother Ashley says he was initially discharged following multiple flu-related seizures.
After 2 hours, they said he was fine to go. We left, and literally right after we pulled out of the parking lot, he had another seizure. So we just turned right around, went back to the hospital.
Ashley says she and her family skipped flu shots this year, and she's urging parents to take this seriously.
I would tell other parents that it's terrifying. Be mindful of the flu and taking every precaution that you can.
The virus now spreading rapidly from coast to coast. 14 states now seeing very high flu-like illnesses, while 19 states are seeing high levels. The CDC says the bulk of cases are linked to the new, more aggressive variant known as subclade K. And with these cases spiking well ahead of peak flu season, health experts reminding parents it's not too late to vaccinate. 90% of reported pediatric flu deaths this season are among children who were not vaccinated.
Children should not be dying from influenza or winding up severely ill or hospitalized. People need to take this virus seriously because there are several more months of this left. That includes getting vaccinated, staying home if you're sick, washing your hands, washing your surfaces, essentially thinking of others if you have any cold or flu symptoms.
That was Morgan Norwood reporting. Still ahead, the message that traveled through the Gulf, a message in a bottle found in SPI, now returned to its owner in Florida.
Here's your marine forecast. Looking rough out there. Small craft advisory, high surf advisory tonight and tomorrow. Bay waters are choppy. Look at the winds. Out of the northeast to north at 20 to 25 knots. Seas are 8 to 14 feet. Rip current risk is high. We'll talk about the cold night tonight after the break.
This one's tough. Holding. Oh, offsides.
Try again. They're just letters.
Face mask.
Not even close.
Oh, incomplete pass.
It was a catch. And no, just letters.
Do you think LASIK can help?
Finally, you made the right call.
The Pena Eye Institute offers the safest, most advanced LASIK procedure so you can start living your best life.
Next.
Call 661-UC.
Wrong way. Over here. I like to get things done right the first time, so I contacted Aztec House Leveling, and now I can enjoy my home sweet home.
Discover why customers rave about Aztec House Leveling and Remodeling. Experience their expertise and exceptional service firsthand. Call today.
Why does DQ include a treat with the $7 meal deal? Because you deserve it, and because we can. The DQ $7 meal deal gives you a Hunger Buster Jr. loaded with fresh toppings, plus crispy golden fries and an ice-cold drink. And for dessert, a small sundae of your choice for the sweet treat that nobody but DQ can deliver. Grab your DQ $7 meal deal today, only for a limited time.
DQ, that's what I like about Texas.
It's the Start Something New sales event at Bert Ogden Jeep in Harlingen. So start a new Jeep Gladiator and drive it home for just $319 a month. That's right, $319 a month. Bert Ogden Jeep in Harlingen, off the Altas Palmas exit.
It's time for the 30th annual Vamos Golf Tournament presented by DHR Health. Join us on March 7th. Golfers will have the opportunity to win over $20,000 in prizes, plus a chance to win a 2026 Lexus from North Park Lexus, Rio Grande Valley. Every swing helps raise funds for Vamos scholarships. For more information, visit VamosScholars.org or call 956-800-4085. Vamos needs your support to continue granting scholarships to graduating high school seniors in the Rio Grande Valley. Deadline to register is February 27th. Vamos!
The City of Edinburg invites you to the 44th Annual All-America City David Chavana 10K Run, Walk, Fun Run, and Miracle Mile. The Miracle Mile will kick off our events on Friday, February 6th at 6 p.m. The 10K Run, Walk, and Fun Run will continue on Saturday, February 7th. Registration is currently ongoing until 8 p.m. on Friday, February 6th. Packet pickup is on Thursday, February 5th, and Friday, February 6th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Parks and Recreation Center. For more information, contact 956-381-5631.
The U.S. is continuing deportation flights to Venezuela. This is video of their first deportation flight since Venezuela's President Nicolás Maduro was captured. The plane carrying migrants landed in the country yesterday. It left from Arizona.
Now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Andrew Chung.
And the cold front came through overnight. It's been a cloudy or mostly cloudy and chilly Saturday, and the temperatures this afternoon have gotten into the 60s, but we're going to have a very cold Saturday night all across the valley. Speaking of chilly right now, it's 63 at the island. This is Sky 5 SPI with overcast skies, and the winds are out of the north at 18 miles an hour. And then here's Sky 5 in Weslaco. We did see some breaks in the clouds this afternoon, but now it's just overcast here in the mid-valley with temperatures still in the 60s, right at 60 in Weslaco and Harlingen, 63 in McAllen, 61 in Edinburg, and 64 degrees in Brownsville. Look at the winds right now. Out of the north and northeast between 13 to 19 miles an hour, gusting to 19 in Edinburg and then 25 in Brownsville. Let's take a look at the forecast for tonight. If you're going out for this evening, dress warmly. It's going to be chilly, of course, and it stays chilly, even colder as the night goes on. We should see decreasing clouds for the next couple of hours. They're down to 56 degrees at 9 p.m., and it's still breezy later on tonight at 11 p.m. with a temperature 51. We're going to have low temperatures right around 40 here in Weslaco, but that means places like Edinburg and Raymondville will see temperatures in the mid-30s. Most areas should stay above freezing tonight. We should see, though, freezing temperatures if you're going toward Falfurrias, as well as other parts just north of the valley. But in any case, be careful tonight. Please be careful. Use space heaters. Put the sensitive plants in for this evening. It's going to be cold. Down to 40 degrees at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning under clear skies. After a cold morning, it is going to be cool in the afternoon. But look at the temperatures. Only 43 at 8 a.m. and it's mostly sunny. Then 56 at 11 o'clock in the morning. Finally, 64 at 2 p.m. with a high temperature right around 65 degrees. At least it's not humid thanks to northerly winds. The front is past the area right now. We did see some spotty showers earlier today, but it should be mainly dry for tonight. Here are your rain chances. Should be 0 for tomorrow and Monday. Then we have a 30% chance of showers on Tuesday and a 40% chance of showers on Wednesday as another front arrives and then stalls that. That front is not very cold, though, for midweek. So here is Future Track. This is the GFS model. Here's 7 a.m. Sunday. Clear skies are mostly clear and very cold with low temperatures in the 40s and even 30s. And then another front comes in. This is a much weaker front, so don't get too excited about this next front. This is Tuesday. Most likely stalls out over us on Tuesday, moves back to the north on Wednesday as a warm front. So because of this warm front for Wednesday and Thursday, we have a better chance of some much needed rain here in the valley for Wednesday and Thursday. A third front comes in, most likely that's just a very weak front, so no real cool down behind that. We'll still have temperatures back in the 70s for Thursday and for Friday. So this front that came through this morning or overnight is the coldest front. The next two fronts are not very strong. Look at the temperatures tonight. So it's 40 in Weslaco, but we're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. In Raymondville, Edinburg, mid-30s regrading. So that means temperatures should be right around freezing just north into Falfurrias as well as Kennedy County tonight into tomorrow morning. Temperatures in the lower 40s for Harlingen, mid-40s in Brownsville, and then 55 degrees at the island. Tomorrow, after a cold morning, it's cool in the afternoon, 65 in Weslaco and McAllen, 64 in Harlingen, 65 degrees in Brownsville. So for tonight, mostly clear later on, down to 40 degrees in Weslaco. Then for tomorrow, sunny skies, cool in the afternoon with high temperatures in the mid-60s. Here's your first warm 5-7-day forecast. We're back to 73 on Monday. Partly cloudy skies return by the afternoon. Then the better rain chances are back for Tuesday and Wednesday with high temperatures in the lower 70s. Back to 77 Thursday, 76 on Friday. Could be warm for next Saturday with high temperatures in the lower 80s. That is your first Warn 5 forecast. Back to you, Sarah.
A Winter Texan couple made an unexpected discovery on South by the Island back in 2024, a message in a bottle. And today that same bottle was returned to the family who threw it into the ocean from Naples, Florida. Inside the bottle, a $20 bill. There was also a note asking the finder to make contact for an additional reward through the family's Florida business. What no one expected was for the bottle to cross the Gulf and wash ashore in South Texas. It was found 6 months later.
I still get goosebumps today just holding it because I've never found a message in a bottle. Not like this. Yeah. Who knew how much this has changed all of our lives? And to have several new friends now, too, across the Gulf.
Today, both families met in person. The full story is coming up tonight at 10.
Coming up in sports, I'm live at the Bird Ogden Arena where the RGV Vipers are taking on the South Bay Lakers. I will have a full preview in just a few minutes.
What's so great about the January sell-off at Furniture Row? Everything is on sale with savings up to 50%. Save on every bedroom, dining set, sofa, and mattress. Or get 60 months, no interest. The January sell-off, on now at Furniture Row.
Discover the culture, flavor, and stories of the RGV. Join us every day as we showcase everything that makes the Valley one of a kind.
RGV on 3, 1, 2, 3! RGV!
Food, fashion, family, and fiesta, weekdays at 3 right here on Channel 5. This is Take 5, your front row seat to the 956.
Help Me Grow is a network of community partners who work together in a coordinated effort to help families access information and resources for their young children. Resources like access to health and medical, guidance on educational programs, finding resources for food assistance, and quality child care services, finding home visiting programs or early intervention programs, and much more. Help Me Grow represents the best chance for children in the Rio Grande Valley to thrive and prosper.
Zaxby's just dropped new lemon pepper, so you can get that zesty lemon and cracked black pepper flavor you love on the chicken you love. Lemon pepper fans, this one's for you. Zaxby's lemon pepper dry rub. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Need a quick news update? We got you covered. Get news, weather, and sports updates on X. 3 accounts specific to what you're looking for. News, weather, and sports. Follow Channel 5 News on X today.
At Denver Mattress, we're all about that sleep life.
And during the January sell-off, everything is on sale.
Save $150 off our Doctor's Choice hybrid lineup or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Now, sports with Gloria Morelia.
I'm live at the Bert Ogden Arena where the RGV Vipers are taking on the South Bay Lakers here for the first time this season. Now, I know a lot of you guys are questioning if a special someone is here tonight for the Lakers. Well, it's unfortunate that Bronny James is not active for this game here tonight against the Vipers because the Lakers need him over at Portland today. Well, the last time these guys saw each other, the South Bay Lakers took a sweep over in California, but the last time that the Lakers were here at the Bert Ogden Arena was 2 years ago, and the Vipers swept them here. So we can say that the home court advantage is going to play a big factor here in this series between the South Bay Lakers and the RGV Vipers. Now, the Lakers are coming off a big win where RJ Davis carried the team against the San Diego Clippers, and the Vipers, they're coming in off a sweep. They lost to the Mexico City Capitanes, so today will be a little bit of redemption here for the Vipers as they look to bounce back to the win column. But the Vipers and the Lakers are not the only basketball teams playing it out today. The UTRGV Vaqueros women's and men's basketball teams are also over at the UTRGV Fieldhouse battling it out against McNeese State, and our Alfredo Sanchez has all the action.
Ingram and Charlotte O'Keefe have been tearing it up lately for UTRGV, leading to a 4-game win streak. Today, the Vaqueros took on McNeese to conclude a 2-game homestand. And right before tip-off, a UTRGV Senior Associate Athletic Director for Communications, Jonah Goldberg, celebrated his 2000th career game as a play-by-play announcer. Now to the game, Vaqueros down by 7. Kayla Lorenz buries the corner 3 to pull within 4. Charlotte O'Keefe working from the post, drives in for the layup. UTRGV down by 3. O'Keefe doing her thing in the paint area, gets the basket off the glass. McNeese goes on a run. Kaylee Chamberlain splashes the corner 3. Ariana Patton also hits from downtown. McNeese snaps UTRGV's 4-game win streak, taking the game 70-54.
We had the size advantage and we couldn't take advantage of it. They did such good on their ball screen action and on their hard edges, and they forced us into 21 turnovers,
You know, we've been doing a really nice job with not turning over in this 4-game winning streak.
Now the Vaqueros get ready to begin a 2-game road trip starting on Thursday at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Meanwhile, the UTRGV men's basketball team is getting ready to take on McNeese. And of course, tonight at 10, we'll have the highlights and post-game reactions. In Edinburg, Alfredo Sanchez, Channel 5 Sports.
Well, you heard it here. We will have all the action of UTRGV men's basketball, and we will also have all the action from this Vipers-Lakers game that is set to tip off in just 30 minutes. Live from the Bird Ogden Arena, Corey Morelia, Channel 5 Sports.
I'm attorney George Rubio. Have you been injured in a car wreck or injured in a fall in the store? You need my help. Call me now. We can come to you. So if you live in Rio Grande City, Mission, McAllen, Edinburg, Westlaco, Harlingen, Brownsville, or anywhere in between, don't wait till it's too late. Call me now for your free consultation.
Chief Meteorologist Tim Smith is a finalist for the Flash Weather Person of the Year. The finalist with the most votes wins. You can vote now by scanning the QR code on your screen. You can vote for Tim every day until January 30th. Congrats, Tim.
Hey RGV, it's Zach.
And Greg with Honest Abe Roofing,
the Valley's roofing leader.
Anyone can slap on a shingle.
We've completed over 10,000 five-star roofs.
Registered, certified, $3 million policy.
And we still have the best guarantees in the industry.
Blaze your own trail. Take the road less paved. Now at Bird Ogden Ford in Lyford, get a new Ford Bronco for $449 a month. Get out there and elevate your journey. Bird Ogden Ford in Lyford. Dale gas.
It's time for the 30th annual Vamos Golf Tournament presented by DHR Health. Join us on March 7th. Golfers will have the opportunity to win over $20,000 in prizes, plus a chance to win a 2026 Lexus from North Park Lexus, Rio Grande Valley. Every swing helps raise funds for Vamos scholarships. For more information, visit VamosScholars.org or call 956-800-4085. Vamos needs your support to continue granting scholarships to graduating high school seniors in the Rio Grande Valley. Deadline to register is February 27th. Vamos!
The City of Edinburgh invites you to the 44th Annual All-America City David Chavana 10K Run, Walk, Fun Run, and Miracle Mile. The Miracle Mile will kick off our events on Friday, February 6th at 6 p.m. The 10K Run, Walk, and Fun Run will continue on Saturday, February 7th. Registration is currently ongoing until 8 p.m. on Friday, February 6th. Packet pickup is on Thursday, February 5th, and Friday, February 6th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Parks and Recreation Center. For more information, contact 956-381-5631.
Here is your 7-day forecast. So obviously it is going to be cold tonight with a low temperature 40. That's in Westlaco. That means you see temperatures in the mid to upper 30s in places like Edinburg and Raymondville. For tomorrow, temperatures back in the mid-60s, so most areas in the valley should avoid a freeze, except for the northern ranch land. So 65 tomorrow, mostly sunny, and then it's warmer afterwards over the next couple of days. We're back to 70-30 Monday, 71 Tuesday, 73 Wednesday. There is a better chance for some scattered showers Tuesday and Wednesday as the front stalls over the area. Then we're back to the upper 70s Thursday, partly cloudy on Friday with highs in the mid-70s. Morning lows a little bit warmer or milder, back to 60 on Tuesday and 62 Wednesday.
Yeah, definitely important for folks to pack that sweater tomorrow morning if they're walking the dog or headed to church.
Yeah,
definitely important.
It's going to be cold.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.
The Beach Camera is sponsored by the South Padre Island Convention and Visitors Bureau. Closed captioning brought to you by Channel 5 and Clark Chevrolet McAllen.
Try a salad combo at Stars. Now with your choice of breaded chicken, grilled chicken, or ground beef patty. The solution to your New Year's resolution. Make it ultimate style and add bacon, grilled jalapenos, and onions for just